Michael, the question on everybody's lips at the moment, how is the back and what chance or percentage chance do you think you are of playing in this fourth test?
Look, I've got a little bit of time left before I need to make that decision, and that'll be, I guess, guided by the expertise of Alex Contreras, our physio, and our team doctor as well, Peter Bruckner. So, yeah, look, my fingers are still crossed. I'm still hopeful. My back's still a little bit sore at this stage, but I've got 24 hours before I need to worry too much about it. I'm fortunate that the selectors at this stage will give me to the last minute as well. So, plenty of treatment today. Get down to training and see how I go after training.
Yeah, what's the plan for today? Team trains this afternoon. Is there anything specific that you need to get through, or you just see how you go?
No, I think it's see how I go in everything I do. My movement with treatment, trying to bat, trying to field. Hopefully we get to that stage and then I can get through that. And then obviously I'll have to see how I pull up in the morning as well. So it's really dictated by how I progress throughout the day, and then what the two experts in the team doctor and physio think.
Obviously, that means that you probably haven't settled on a final 11 or 12 or a squad, a shortened squad at this stage.
No, not at this stage. I think we're just going to wait and see who's available, and then pick our 11 from that.
As far as the conditions out at the stadium look, it doesn't look like your typical Delhi wicket that some people have talked about. It looks like potentially more of the same, a wicket that's probably going to spin and break up a little bit towards the back end of the game. What was your take on it yesterday?
Yeah, it's really hard being 3 days out when we've seen it yesterday. I think it'll change today, and it might even change a little bit more tomorrow. So wickets are so different over here that sometimes by not watering them or leaving a little bit dry, it hardens the surface, so they play better, especially at the start of the game. It didn't look that great yesterday. It looked quite dry. Looked like there was a few cracks already you could see in the wicket. So let's wait and see what it looks like today before we look too much into that. But I would imagine my expectation is that it won't change too much from what we've seen in the first 3 test matches. It's going to be good to bat on in your first innings. It's going to be tough to bat on in your second innings, and spin's going to play a big part.
Full complement of the squad available for selection for this test. Does that make things difficult for the selectors, given that there were some good performances out of Hughes and Smith who came in last test, and obviously you've got the likes of Shane Watson to potentially come back in, Usman Khawaja, Johnson, and James Pattinson. Does that give you a few headaches?
Well, hopefully the full complement. Like I said, we'll wait and see. We've got training today, so we'll wait and see our boys get through today. Before we work out who's 100% fit to select our 11. But it is nice to have the whole squad available for selection again. The 4 guys that miss are all looking for an opportunity to get back into this test series and get selected in this test. So, yeah, we'll wait and see what we think the best 11 is for these conditions, and we'll go from there.
Are you leaning one way or the other, playing a couple of spinners, or potentially looking back to 3 quicks, or is that still totally up in the air?
I need to see conditions today before that decision's made.
And it must be, it's been a long tour, and things haven't quite gone according to plan on the field. It must be a really strong resolve within the team to really try and come away with a win in this last test. Yeah,
no doubt. That's our goal. I think if we can take a result out of this test match, that'll do our confidence the world of good, knowing that I think we've improved over the 3 test matches. I know we've learned a lot. But to get a win here would be very satisfying, that's for sure.
And just finally on the Indian team, obviously they've said that Dhawan won't play the final test. He's obviously got that hand injury. Who do you think that they will select as their opener? They've got Rane and I think they've brought Suresh Raina into the squad. Do you think that they're going to go with the incumbent, or sorry, the man that was in the squad in Raina, or do you think they might go in Rane or go from someone outside?
No, I think Rahane will definitely play. He's been around their squad for a while now. He's a very talented young player and has had success in the shorter form. Had a really good IPL last IPL, and I know India really like him as a top order batsman, so I'll be very surprised if he doesn't get an opportunity.